Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. My name is EJ Quanabins, and if you haven't already done so, feel free to subscribe to the channel and stay connected, and feel free to check out some of the videos I've already provided for review on this channel. This video today will speak to the issue of Northern Woodland Anishinawbe clan systems. Many of you have been asking questions about clan systems because I've been making reference to clan systems in previous videos. Some of the questions that have been asked are, well, what are clan systems? And two, how does one go about knowing what their clan system is? And three, what is the role of a clan member within the clan system? So I'll try my best to answer these questions in the short time that we have, because given talking about clan systems can be quite a lengthy process. So I'll try to do my best to kind of give a quick synopsis of that. So first off, what is clan system? Well, it's our natural ways of governing our communities in the most harmonious, balanced way. Each of the clan systems, and there are seven clans within the community that are responsible for specific roles and responsibilities. And how does one go about learning or understanding what their clan system is? Well, there's two ways of doing that. One, understanding that the Northern Woodland Anishinaabe clan system is a patrilineal system, meaning that we determine the child's clan based on the father's clan. Many of the elders speak to this, that the spiritual markings that are identified on your body that identify which clan you belong to can only be revealed through a sacred ceremony called the chiskan, otherwise known as the shaking tent. So those are the two ways of understanding how to go about understanding your clan and what that clan might be. One thing I need to mention though is that when we talk about the patrilineal system, so you have mom, dad, and you have a child, and the child falls under the father's bloodline, given that it's a patrilineal system. But a question oftentimes comes up, well, what if you have a member of the same clan dating one another? In our clan system, that's considered to be taboo. It's considered to be not acceptable. We mustn't marry within the same clan system. It's just the golden rule that exists within our clan systems. So, for example, I like to give the analogy of my experience when I was dating and dating women. Ooh, that was that was a long time ago. I'm just poking fun of myself here because I'm gay now. Clan systems tells us that we are not permitted to date somebody within the same clan system. So when I was dating my daughter's mother, that was a question that I asked very, very clearly and upfront. What are your clans? What is the clan of this family? And it was fortunately not of the Loon clan, because I am Loon clan, and so therefore that was the green light to proceed. If my daughter's mother at the time was of the same clan, then the conversation would take a different direction, meaning that we would not have a second date, we wouldn't engage or wouldn't entertain any idea of exploring what a relationship might be. So this type of process of understanding how one is going through the courtship of relationships and whatnot, that's a very important question that needs to be asked. What is your clan? To ensure that it is not the same clan that you belong to. A lot of other people also don't understand this, but whatever clan you do belong to, we mustn't consume this particular clan as part of our daily eating practices. The only time that we're permitted to consume a clan animal that we belong to is during starvation time, where that animal will sacrifice itself for the family that it belongs to. And that is the only time that we are permitted to eat our clan system. So I want to get into a little bit about the seven clans. We have seven main clans, seven primary clans, and we also have seven subcategories of each of these clans. I won't get into the subcategories because it'll take way too much time, but also there are a lot of varying different views on what these sub-clans are. So I strongly suggest whichever region you come from, if you fall under the Northern Woodland clan system or under the Anishinaabe clan system, to have conversations with local elders and knowledge keepers to help guide you through those 7 subcategories of each of these main primary clans. The 7 clans that we have, and it's not a hierarchy at all by any means. There's no top one clan. We operate in a circular modality where everybody is equal, everybody is value. Everybody comes into the community with skills, knowledge, attitudes, and values that have to work together. So there's none of this mindset that we have one person, or we have 2 people, or we have one chief, because oftentimes I hear people make this comment in clan systems that we have chiefs. No, well, we do have chiefs in our communities, but it doesn't relate to the conversation and the understanding of spiritual well-being with respect to clan systems. So let's go through the 7 clans at this time. The first one we have is the Crane clan, otherwise known as a Jijak. The Crane clan is responsible for making sure that our community affairs outside of our community are in order. Some would view the Crane clan members as mediators in times where perhaps there is a conflict happening outside of the community, and we have to have conversation with the neighboring nations or the neighboring peoples that are having conflict. For example, if we heard that there was a conflict or war or something happening that was going to be coming into our community, it would be the Crane clan people who are responsible for going out, scouting out, and having conversations with the neighboring nations to get a sense of what's going on to try to create a peaceful resolution. That is the role of the Crane clan. There are other roles, but that is the gist of it, is to ensure that our interactions outside of the community, our affairs outside of the community are in order, right? The second clan we have is the Loon clan, otherwise known as Mang. And the role of the Loon clan is responsible for making sure that our affairs inside the community are in order. So if we have conflict, we have disorder, it is the role of all of the Loon clan members to ensure that the disorder or the conversations that is creating disrupt stop. That is our role. I'm a Loon clan member as well. The third clan we have is called the Fish clan, and the Fish clan is otherwise known as Gigun. And these are the oldest and the most wisest clans that we have. And when a fish clan speaks, it is very, very important that we stop what we're doing, we listen, and before we engage in any conversation or any interactions with a fish clan, and they've made themselves known, we stop and we bow out of respect. They've lived the longest. They are the most knowledgeable and wisest. And they must never be challenged. Because if we challenge a Fish clan member, we could be potentially put before a council of Fish clan members, which ultimately will ask 2 things. 1, leave the community, or death. This is the old ways of how we would operate in our clans. We don't tolerate chaos and dysfunction. It's about creating harmonious lifestyles within the community that everybody works and understands one another. In today's context, obviously the Fish clan members will not order death because I don't think they want to be behind bars, right? But the old way of how we would govern our communities would be one of those examples of a consequence. Oftentimes, Fish clan members would order those who were being challenged to the Fish clan to ensure that that individual leaves. And to this day, we have clan members who have been asked to leave the community, and you could know that there are some settlements of perhaps Bear clan, Deer clan, so on and so forth. Why? You ask the question why, and that's because they more than likely challenged a member or a council of Fish clan members, and that was the consequence for doing so, being asked to leave the community. The fourth clan we have is the Bear clan, otherwise known as Makwa, and these are our protectors. Now these protectors are responsible for 4 key areas. 1, protect the people. 2, protect the water. 3, protect the food, and 4, protect the medicines. If these Bear Clan members do not step up and honor their role and responsibility to those 4 categories, the community suffers. People die of thirst. People die of hunger. And the medicines are not healthy to help heal and work for the people. So the Bear Clan is a very, very responsible, very, very important role, because there are 4 specific categories that they have to be mindful of. The 5th clan we have is the Marten clan, otherwise known as Wabashishi. Wabashishi are known as the planners, the strategists. They're the ones who are the scouts, right? They're the ones who, if there is conflict that we are been advised of by the Crane clan, then it is the Crane clan that has conversations with the Marten clan members to figure out a plan and how we are going to execute perhaps a strategy of how to protect our community. And the Crane clan would work with the Marten clan and also the Bear clan, because they're the protectors as well. Protectors need a plan, and the planners and the strategists are the Marten clan members, right? The 5th clan, or rather the 6th clan we have, is known as the Deer clan, and these are known as Wawashkeshi. Now, these are the heart of our community. Without heart, we just merely have an existence of people who are doers. The Deer clan are responsible for making sure that we have empathy, compassion, kindness, heart, love. They're the ones who give us that balance, right? If you have a bunch of doers with no feeling and no heart, you have a very cold community. The Deer clan are very sensitive, very they require a lot of protection. When they hear chaos, they run in the opposite direction. They don't like chaos. They avoid it like the plague. So they require a lot of protection, and also the Bear clan are the ones who come in and ensure that they are most definitely protected. The 7th clan we have, the final clan we have, is known as the Bird clan, otherwise known as Bineshi. Some people pronounce it Binesi, while other nations within the Ojibwe nation call it Pineshi. And these are our visionaries. These are the ones who are responsible for being our medicine people, our spiritual guides, our people who give us guidance when we require clarity as to whatever is going on in our lives within our community that needs that spiritual direction. So now we have people who are doers. So we have doers in the community, we have planners, we have mediators, we have knowledge and wisdom from those who are the oldest, we have heart, and we have those who are visionaries and are medicine people, right? So all of these community clan members are responsible for working together. And if they don't work together, the community suffers. It has nothing to do with who's better than one another. And we hear this oftentimes in days today, that it's about status. Clan systems have nothing to do with status. Absolutely nothing. And I just want to get into a little comment about when we introduce ourselves, oftentimes people introduce themselves as a clan member, and it almost becomes a script. And I actually am troubled by this, because if you're going to identify yourself as a clan, there has to be action with it. You have to understand your interactions with all the 7 clans and your roles and responsibilities. So I'm a Loon clan. I take my role as a Loon clan member very, very seriously, and I have to also be mindful of my interaction with all my other clan members. Now, we're not the know-it-alls. We're not the ones who are the chiefs or the bosses, but I also understand my role as a Loon clan member, that I have to work with all of my other 6 clans. There has to be action with this. And so I urge you, if you are identifying yourself as a clan member, understand the action that goes along with it, right? So That's the best way I could describe plant systems. Hopefully I was able to give you some insight. If you have any further questions or any concerns, please let me know and we'll be able to discuss them moving forward.